his eyes are too good.
Too good?
His face ain't bruised up.
So you heard Shakur. Pop say you got him.
Yeah. Say he's not bruised all up like Teofimo Lopez, bruised up, getting knots and stuff all upside his face. So that means he's getting hit a lot.
That's cool. That's his opinion. That's cool. Everybody has an opinion like an asshole. You know? So.
I swear I wish I could be like you. I swear I wish I could be like you too.
What's that?
Just be like, they say whatever, it's fine. I'd be like, say what?
He also said don't run from Shakur.
Yeah.
He fights with a slower pace, so it's easier to manage, the energy and things of that nature through the course of the 5 or 6 rounds that we did. And he asked me to go one more with him. And the coach that was in my corner was like, he's like, you ain't going another one, is you? And I was like, I didn't answer him. So like, he knew, like, I'm struggling,
Shane Mosley just explained why Shakur Stevenson is a nightmare for Teofimo Lopez, and you won't want to miss what he said. With the fight being called a potential fight of the year and building historic momentum, expert breakdowns are coming in from all sides. While some believe Teofimo Lopez has a chance to knock out Shakur Stevenson, Showbiz the Adult argues a knockout is nearly impossible, though he still sees a path for Teofimo to win. He calls Teofimo athletically superior, pointing to Shakur's safer, sometimes boring performances, while highlighting Teofimo's explosiveness. Despite odds favoring Shakur, talk of a Teofimo win is growing.
Would Teofimo knock out Shakur? No. Can Teo adjust to the point where he beats Shakur? Yeah. You don't see how? Shakur hates slick and economic boxers. So does Teo. They both hate what each other are. Shakur looks great against volume punchers. De Los Santos sitting back and not being active, Shakur doesn't look good. That's when they say he's boring. The thing is, Teofimo Lopez is an excellent fighter. He beat Josh Taylor and Lomachenko. How did he beat Lomachenko? By being patient. Y'all sleeping on Teo. And it's at 140. Now, the thing what's wrong with Teo is, Teo also looks good as a counter puncher when you are a volume puncher too. Another thing is, Teo looks very great when he's dialed in. He fights more athletic than Shakur. Shakur fights far more technically sound, and he's a more gifted fighter skill-wise. I'm leaning towards Shakur, but Teo can win.
Fueling the fire ahead of this potential showdown, experts like Tim Bradley have already warned Teofimo Lopez that Shakur Stevenson could completely nullify his offense. Lopez, however, is responding with unshakable confidence, making it clear he isn't here to play it safe. While Bradley sees Stevenson's boxing IQ and defensive skills as a challenge, Lopez is ready to face it head-on. As the matchup heats up, the mental battle is already in motion, and Lopez is fully prepared for whatever comes next.
Tim Bradley said that he feels like Shakur Stevenson can hurt you. Not necessarily with power, but by frustrating you, controlling the distance, nullifying your offense, just making you look bad. He said that he feels like Shakur has superior boxing IQ compared to you.
That's cool. That's his opinion. That's cool. Everybody has an opinion like an asshole. So.
I swear I wish I could be like you. I swear I wish I could be like you too.
What's that?
Just be like, they say whatever, it's fine. I'd be like, say what?
He also said don't run from Shakur.
Yeah. I mean, hey, I put on boxing shoes, not track shoes. So yeah, I'm excited for it all, man.
That's where Shane Mosley steps in. He favors Shakur Stevenson, believing he has all the tools to beat Teofimo Lopez. While Mosley expresses admiration for Teofimo's style, his father, Jack Mosley, insists that Shakur's elite-level footwork makes it nearly impossible for Teofimo to win. In their view, Stevenson has consistently performed at a high level, while Teofimo has been beaten in fights and often ends up bruised. This, they argue, highlights Stevenson's mastery in the ring.
You favor Stevenson, he's got those quick twitches.
Yeah, I like Teofimo Lopez. So
Yeah, he likes to come and fight.
I like that he's moving around. He's a little bit bigger, but I don't know. I mean, I think Fimo might be a little bit more, Shakur might be a little bit more, quicker and a little taller, a little rangier, a little bit more smarter, maybe. But
he's just as fast, if not faster. And he got good foot movement and feet. Good foot movement wins fights. He got good foot movement to get you in place to throw punches.
But Teofimo has good foot movement too.
Yeah,
he be all over the place. He's like moving and ducking.
He's not gonna beat Stevenson.
He not beat Stevenson?
No, his eyes are too good.
Too good?
His face ain't bruised up.
So you heard Shakur. Pop say you got him.
Shane Mosley's father, Jack Mosley, asserts that Shakur Stevenson is not just better in one area, he's superior all around. He predicts that Stevenson could deliver a decisive beating to Teofimo Lopez, effectively neutralizing all of Teofimo's skill. When Shakur uses his elite level abilities to dominate, Teofimo simply won't be able to respond, leaving Stevenson in complete control of the fight.
See, he's not bruised all up like Teofimo Lopez, bruised up, getting knots and stuff all upside his face. So that means he's getting hit a lot.
Is there like a superior efficiency to what he does? Because Lopez will do a cross-arm defense, all kinds of moves, and then Shakur just little half step back.
Yeah,
like, is that efficiency?
He's doing all that movement. He's just like, okay, bam, bam. Just hitting it. He ain't gonna be able to do nothing.
Jack Mosley explains what makes Shakur Stevenson unique and why he can beat Teofimo Lopez. He describes Shakur as a power boxer, not just a pure boxer or pure puncher, but a combination of both skill and power. Jack even compares Shakur to his son, Shane Mosley, in his prime, which is why he believes Shakur will approach Teofimo the same way Shane would, aggressively, confidently, and with precision.
Why is that, Jack?
Because he's a hell of a boxer. He's bad. He reminds me of Shane. I met him when he was 6 or 7 years old. I met him. I said, man, that dude reminds me of Shane. Here he is, boxing around like Shane. But Shane's an attacker, though. He attacks too.
Right. And he's a southpaw.
My style of boxing is power boxing. Get him out of there. If they can take the power, then you just outbox them. That's it.
Is it essentially the Jack Mosley power? Is it his power? Is it basically boxer puncher?
I coined that phrase, power boxer.
Yep.
Everybody used to say, oh, he's a puncher, he's a boxer. I said, he's a power boxer. Combine the both. That's what I did.
Shane Mosley and his father point out that Shakur Stevenson's eyes are incredibly clever, giving him an edge that makes him dangerous for Teofimo Lopez. Adding to this, Sean Porter shares insights from sparring with Stevenson, offering a blueprint for how Teofimo might approach the fight. Drawing from his experience, Porter explains that Shakur often fights at a slower pace, making it easier to manage his energy, but he also made Porter work hard, showing that Shakur's careful study of his opponents through his eyes is a real warning Teofimo cannot ignore.
He fights with a slower pace, so it's easier to manage, the energy and things of that nature through the course of the 5 or 6 rounds that we did. And he asked me to go one more with him. And the coach that was in my corner was like, he's like, you ain't going another one, is you? And I was like, I didn't answer him. So like, he knew, like, I'm struggling, He said, you ain't got to do it, champ. You don't need to go one more. And I was like, I got to do it. He said, I wouldn't go one more. I was like, I got to, And so we pushed out one more round, but man, it was good. And, my main thing was Shakur, just like we're getting in the ring with Conor Ben over here. I want to see how fast. I want to see your eyes. I want to see how much you're actually thinking and calculating.
Fueling the hype ahead of their January 31 showdown, WBO junior welterweight champion Teofimo Lopez is confident he will stop Shakur Stevenson. He believes the key to victory is controlling the pace from the very start, and he doesn't expect the fight to go the full 12 rounds, especially with Stevenson moving up to junior welterweight for the first time. Lopez also emphasizes that his power is real and shouldn't be underestimated, pointing to past performances where opponents struggled to handle his punches. He's ready to make Stevenson feel that power firsthand.
Shakur is a very talented, skillful, technique fighter.
Yeah.
Can't take anything away from it. However, scared to get hit. Scared to get knocked out in front of the world. Scared to get touched up in front of the world.
Are you saying that off of the last fight or just
in general? In general.
Yeah.
In general, me and Shakur sparred before. We did 3 rounds, and it was just light work. And me trying to figure out his jab. Does he have a good jab? Yeah, he does. But once you pass his jab, it's game.
Yeah.
It's food. It's lunch food. I am the best. I don't see no contract that says Shakur's name on there.
Yeah.
So until then, I'm gonna say and talk my stuff.
Yeah.
And if you want to come that way, then come that way. I mean, you have investors that are with you, and that's great, but they understand that they cannot have you come this way. Because I am too much of a gamble for anybody.
Adding into the mix, Shane Mosley, a former champion in multiple divisions, has shared his prediction ahead of the highly anticipated clash between Shakur Stevenson and Teofimo Lopez. Stevenson will face Lopez as he looks to prove his pound-for-pound skills to the boxing world. He said, "It is a really great fight because Shakur is really tactical and really hard to hit, but at the same time, Teofimo Lopez is not that easy to hit either, and he has fought really good fighters like like Lomachenko and other guys of the level that Shakur has not fought at yet. Mosley expects a tactical, back-and-forth encounter, noting that both fighters are extremely hard to hit and have faced tough opponents. Despite Teofimo's experience against top-level fighters, Mosley gives Stevenson the edge, highlighting his superior boxing skills and predicting a challenging but spectacular fight for both men. He said, "This is the fight where we really need to see what is going to happen because it is not like Teofimo Lopez is going to go right to him and not move his head or nothing. So it is going to be a difficult fight for Shakur Stevenson as well. It's a spectacular fight. I would probably lean towards Shakur because he is probably a little better as a boxer." Meanwhile, 140-pound world champion Gary Antoine Russell has also weighed in on the highly anticipated Teofimo Lopez versus Shakur Stevenson matchup. He sees the fight as a true 50-over-50 clash, pointing to Lopez's standout performances as a potential blueprint for success. Russell believes Lopez has the edge in strength, athleticism, and fight IQ, while Stevenson brings technical skill and smart tactics to the ring. Ultimately, he says the outcome will depend on which fighter shows up on the night, but if Lopez performs like he did against Lomachenko, victory could be his.
It's 50-50. You know, in order for you to participate in this sport, you gotta have a high level of confidence. I feel like both of them has a high level of confidence. Teofimo Lopez and Shakur Stevenson, but styles make fights. Naturally, I think Teofimo Lopez is stronger than Shakur. Naturally, I think he has more athleticism than Shakur, and he got a good IQ on the sport itself. But Shakur, I feel like he's a more smarter fighter. He's a more technical fighter. You know, I'm not saying that he's a square or he's just a textbook fighter, but he's seasoned, he's poised. I feel like mentally he's more mature. Like, he don't go outside of the boundaries on taking risks. So a lot of times you will see him fight somebody that could be stiff competition, and it'll wind up being a born fight to a degree.
While Stevenson is technically sharp and highly intelligent in the ring, Russell notes that Lopez has shown he can adapt to elite opponents and impose his power, as seen in his victory over Lomachenko. If Lopez stays aggressive, sets the right pace, and mixes his power with smart boxing, Russell believes he has a strong chance to stop Stevenson and take the win.
You know, that's why everybody was criticizing him for, oh, he's a born fighter. He's a careful fighter. And I feel like with Teofimo Lopez, he's going to be a careful fighter. Now, just because he's a careful fighter doesn't mean that he isn't punctual with how he do things. I think Shakur, he got a lot of this arsenal that he can use to make him be victorious, as well as Teofimo Lopez. You know what I mean? So it's a 50-50 fight, and it depends on what fighters show up the night of the fight. Right. You know? But if I had to give you my whole honest truth, if Teofimo Lopez show up and is ready to fight just like how he fought Lomachenko, he'll win.
Adding another layer to the debate, Tim Bradley has pointed to a crucial evolution in Shakur Stevenson's style that he believes could spell trouble for Teofimo Lopez. Bradley notes that Shakur has begun applying principles drawn from Floyd Mayweather's approach, using discipline, timing, and precision to expose opponents. In his view, that adjustment leaves Teofimo with very few answers. Bradley goes as far as saying there's little path to victory for Lopez, warning supporters that this could turn into one of the most punishing nights of Teofimo's career.
That's gonna be a problem, my big dog. I'm letting you know, and your fans know too. That's gonna be a problem because Teofimo Lopez, you're not beating Shakur Stevenson. You're not. No. I know your habits. He knows your habits. He sees already how to beat you. He knows already how to beat you. I told y'all when Crawford told me, he's like, Tim, ain't no way he can beat me. I've already processed this. Same thing with Shakur Stevenson. He's that type of dude. Shoot, that last fight didn't convince y'all? Y'all, because y'all don't know what y'all looking at. See, a lot of y'all be going to these goofies channels and y'all be listening to these goofies. Come here and get the real.
Lonnie B also shared his thoughts on the fight, describing it as a potential bombshell in boxing while raising serious concerns for Teofimo Lopez. He believes Teofimo will struggle to handle both the power and technical skill of Shakur Stevenson. Highlighting Stevenson's unique abilities and athleticism, Lonnie emphasizes why Shakur is favored in this matchup. He asserts that Stevenson's combination of precision, footwork, and ring IQ will likely allow him to outbox Lopez and dominate the fight by default.
I can't wait for it to happen. You got Teo, who's extremely explosive. When I first get to mess with Teo, right? I'm like, he's a small guy, so I'll put the small ones on. Boom, I said, ooh, I gotta switch to the big ones. I gotta use the big ones I use for the heavyweights with you. I did not think he can extremely explosive. And Shakur is phenomenal. I mean, he's just phenomenal, excellent boxer. Cat-like reflexes, sharpshooter, knows what he's doing in there. Great ring generalship. Know when to use his jab. I mean, Shakur he's so good that it might be to a default.
At the same time, Lonnie B also offered a more neutral take on the fight, carefully analyzing both fighters' abilities. On one hand, he warns that Teofimo Lopez could get caught and hurt if he makes mistakes. On the other hand, he notes that Shakur Stevenson will have to be far more serious than ever, given that Teofimo is known for his explosiveness and pressure. Lonnie believes Shakur will need to adapt a different approach to win, but ultimately feels Stevenson's skill set has a way of paralyzing opponents, and that could happen to Teofimo as well.
So it allows them to do all that because they're so worried about getting hit. So I think that I think Shakur's skills paralyzes guys. I think these are two great jazz tap dancers. I'll say that. Two great tap dancers. Whereas like they combat each other. Whereas like, okay, Teo, you explosive and you got this. But with this guy, you can't do the stuff you do on the other guys because he's a little too sharp. And with Shakur, you gotta take this a little more serious because with this guy, you can't fight. You're gonna have to change it up a little bit because you ain't gonna be able to lay on the rope like with other guy like you did, like you with this guy like you did with another guy. So I think they both combat each other where we're going to get the best fight out of both of them.
As analysts continue to line up behind Shakur Stevenson, another confident voice has entered the conversation, Regis Prograis. Prograis believes Stevenson is going to beat Teofimo Lopez decisively, pointing to Shakur's sharp analytical ability and his skill in reading opponents in real time. He highlights how Stevenson stays calculated with his shots while consistently finding success round after round. Prograis even compares Shakur to a young Terrence Crawford, suggesting that Stevenson's intelligence, adaptability, and overall skill set are more than enough to dominate Teofimo Lopez.
For sure, I think Shakur will beat Teo, for sure.
Agree
Yeah,
with that.
I won't go again. I definitely think Shakur will beat Teo. It's no doubt about it.
So you think Shakur is that guy then?
Shakur is good, bro. I spar with him. I train with him. You know, I'm not gonna lie. Shakur is good, bro. It's just hard to hit him. You know, he's real accurate. It's hard to hit him. He's like a little small Crawford, basically, but without so much power. You know, Crawford is just mean. He's, you know, Crawford is a mean fighter. He's trying to kill you, trying to hurt you and stuff like that. Shakur is more of a boxer. You know, I think he can land more punches, but he don't have the power like a Crawford has, you know. So, but yeah, Shakur, he's good, bro. I'm not gonna lie, Shakur is good.
And here we are, with legends, champions, and analysts all weighing in. One thing is clear, this fight is shaping up to be a chess match with real consequences. Now it's your turn. Do you agree with the experts backing Shakur Stevenson, or do you believe Teofimo Lopez has the tools to shock the world? Drop your prediction in the comments, hit like if you enjoyed the breakdown, and make sure to subscribe so you don't miss our full fight coverage as this matchup gets even closer.